Scorpio, welcome to your New Year's reading. Emphasis on the new. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. Let's go over the board real quick. The Wheel of Fortune. The change that we can hopefully expect in 2023 as it concerns our Ace of Swords, our thoughts, our truths, our actions. Ace of Wands, our particular passions, inspirations, the light of pathway, potentially good investments and or opportunities in 2023. And then also our heart space, the Ace of Cups, what's going on in there in the new year. And then, of course, you, my darling, Death. But first, let's pull you in overview. What is going on, please, for Scorpio in the new year? 2023, Scorpio, 2023. Scorpio, please, in the new year, 2023. The Chariot. Oh, doesn't that energy look good, honey? The Chariot. Your best love vehicle, being in love. Heart space, moving at a certain pace. Energy in you, movement, a feeling. Something that pulls you forward in a positive direction that says, I have a lot of love in me and it's got to move forward. Being in love, possibly, in the new year. Advancing towards it, moving towards it. Love is the name of the game, it seems, for 2023. But also in the general sense, movement. The Chariot will always be movement as well. It's not just about being in love, it's also our best vehicle, our swiftest and most assured, because it comes from a place of strong feeling. Okay? Let's see when, where, how you are moving. Show me Ace of Swords, please, for Scorpio 2023. Show me the Ace of Swords, please, for Scorpio in 2023. Thoughts, actions, truths. Thoughts, actions, truths in the new year. Thoughts, actions, truths in the new year, Scorpio. Thoughts, actions, and truths in the new year, please, for Scorpio. Thoughts, actions, truths, please, for Scorpio in the new year. Six of Wands, triumph, feeling good, the star on your pathway, Knight of Cups. My, aren't you open? Aren't you open, darling? You're just brilliant. Look at you. You're just brilliant. I dare say you're glowing. And Scorpio's like, I know. Ace of Swords. No, this is beautiful. Honey, 2023 is going to be, it looks like your year. You just keep, we can just stop. Bye. You have a great rest of the year, honey. That's beautiful. I'll see other stuff. Of course I will. Just please know that whatever it is that you do so with love and an open heart and a strength of moving forward. So much so it feels terribly good to you. This is Six of Wands justified, not Six of Wands ego. This is Six of Wands in that I'm doing well. I feel it. I look it. There's nothing fake about it. This is authentic. This is such authentic, beautiful, radiant energy. Congratulations to you. 2023 is going to be fabulous. Well done. I like a determination here. It's a single, solid truth that you can absolutely stand by. This is the year. You're expressing yourself beautifully. You have a certain energy around you that feels like you are cloaked, that says, I got good things and I feel things. This is my authentic self. I am navigating towards my star, whichever that is to you, your hopes, your dreams, desire, and it's all coming from, like I said, I can't emphasize this enough, an authentic place within you that says, I'm navigating through love. I'm moving forward in love. I feel right. I feel good. Six of Wands, riding high in the streets of recognition as you continue to pursue your dreams. You are seen in that way. Your energy is recognized in that way. And that's because you are doing you. It's not faked at all. Everything about this says this is true for me. It's kind of like you're glowing. People see it. You're doing so well. You look successful. And as is true for most water signs, that when we are showing success, we show our waters. We show our emotions. So be it love, life, or in work, when we are pleased, water shows. I feel good. You're pursuing your own particular star. So many of you at the start of the year, that has become your New Year's goal, whatever that is to you. So that's very auspicious that we have the star here. That is that lovely Aquarian energy that speaks to the beginning of the year. You have your goals here. You are set upon them. You feel good about them. So what those goals are, I do not know. But many of you, just like whatever it is I do, I want to operate from authenticity and love. Love, Knight of Cups, love. You are expressing yourself outward. I don't know necessarily that it's aiming at anyone. It's looking like I'm just really enjoying my living through my goal. It feels good to me. These are my truths and I act in accordance to them. So you're following your own particular star pathway, whatever that is to you. Let's see if we can get more specifics, but it makes you feel good. It's like I have this goal and I'm sticking to it. And whatever that is to you, it is done so through love. Self-love. Self-love. You seem to be expressing yourself a lot. Being very generous with your emotions. You are sharing your energy a great deal, but that comes again from a natural place. It's like, because I feel good, I want others to as well, you know? Is there anything else, please? And it's a particular truth. You're really determined to meet this out. Whatever that star is to you, whatever that goal is to you, you just know that it makes you feel good without question. But it's like you're living your particular dream and it feels great. I'd like to see a little bit more, any more of that Ace of Swords that we should know about. So much of this is anticipated, by the way. You have this truth that you're going to work through and you will bring it forward. Knight of Swords, taking actions, Three of Wands. I told you it was anticipated. You've given this a great deal of rest. So whatever it is that you were entering into 2023, I've seen this for you before. I apologize, I don't remember which reading it was, but again, there was a lot of anticipatory energy surrounding you. In other words, there's a lot of things here that you were already planning, and it's looking like you're launching into it in 2023. You're very pleased. You're very pleased with yourself, but again, it's coming by honestly. It's an earned Six of Wands. It's an earned Knight of Cups. And as you pursue your dreams and your goals, and it continues to feel right to you, you are showing yourself self-love. This is what I said I was going to do. I'm doing it. It feels right. Don't fix what ain't broke. I had been planning on it for some time. So you went for a period prior to this from resting on your goals, thinking about them, working on them, tinkering with them. And it was a quiet process, and you anticipate Three of Wands to be taking action on it shortly. So again, congratulations to you. So what it is, I could not say. I just know that you're thriving. You're doing very well, and it's a personal truth to you. Whatever that is, I don't know, but it exists within you as, oh, I know this is true. This makes me feel good. I'm living my truth as I best understand it. You're already kicking it off, honey, but you do it through love. As is very true with Scorpio, when we emotionally invest in something and we are rewarded with it, we continue to do so. We continue to show that thing, that situation, that goal, that person love. There you go. So you're very pleased with what you're doing. I love it. You're kicking off the New Year's right. Let's take a look at that Ace of Wands now. Let's see if we can get it to a little bit more of a personal level. Ace of Wands, passion, inspiration, the light. Show me that Ace of Wands, please, 2023. Show me that Ace of Wands, please, 2023. I really don't see this as personal connection love. I really see this as you being very happy. And you're just expressing yourself that you are indeed happy. You're living your particular truth and you're showing yourself a great deal of self-love by being authentic towards your goals. Okay? You're not putting them off. Not this year, honey. Ace of Wands. Show me that Ace of Wands, please. Passion, inspiration, 2023. Passion, inspiration, 2023. Scorpio. Okay. Had a hard time emotionally harmonizing in your passions with someone. That's for some of you. Ace of Wands. Let's do one more. Passion, inspiration, 2023. Scorpio. You are resplendent. I love this. And part of you has been planning it since the past couple months, it looks like. Okay. Three of Wands, anticipation. Eight of Swords, you don't know. King of Wands, but it's there. The stars. Whoa. Whoa. You have this anticipation in you, although you admit you don't know the details. This is something else. I know we are such planners, aren't we? We really can't help it. It's really part of who we are. We are such strong planners, Scorpio is. We don't exactly let people in on the details, which is true for most fixed signs. You want to reference that. Aquarius, they have the best example of that kind of energy. You're such a planner. You are such a planner. You're like, I knew about this one. It's going to be awesome. And there's something else in you too that also has anticipation attached to it, 3 of Wands. But you're like, I don't quite see it, but I feel it. You have another star. This one's a little more personal. This one has more to do directly with your passions. In your fire, more on the intimate level, you anticipate kind of being inspired again in time. You admit you don't know what it looks like. You just know that you can kind of feel it. You can't necessarily define it, but you also anticipate it. It's like, oh yeah, 2023 is going to be my year. This one I know about. I'm super proud of that one. It feels good. I like it. And this one's like, I anticipate some kind of fire. I may not know necessarily who or what that looks like. But I think I have another star in there, Christina, and it's looking a little more personal. I got a King of Wands energy in here. Leo does not have to be. It's more about the energy. Someone who is very warm. Someone who is very embracing. Someone who is very adoring, loving. Has a strong sense of passion and desire attached to them. You seem to want that. You seem to want that from the stars. It's kind of like in your overarching theme of what I'm trying to pull in this year, and it's quite a bit. This part you knew. This part you expect, but you can't define it. You just kind of feel it. And yeah, it's looking like you are evoking some very strong, passionate energy here. Someone who can kind of match you in that way. In terms of warmth, heat, and then long-term vision, that is the stars. Okay. Yeah, you would like it. You'd like it. I don't think you can see it yet, but you can kind of feel it. You can kind of feel it, huh? You expect an Ace of Wands maybe to be in there somewhere. In time. It's looking like, yes, that is true. It is looking like that is true. You expect to put your energy out there more, and that someone will eventually receive it. That's also part of your New Year's. And also, here's the trick. I think some of you don't know that you want that yet. I think some of you don't know that you want that yet. But you will. Anything else, please, about that Ace of Wands? Anything else, please, about that Ace of Wands? It's very warm. Very satisfying. It is very satisfying energy here. It's very indulgent, too. Very indulgent. The sun, the warmth, Tower, Ace of Wands. Congratulations. You don't know who it is. It's going to surprise you. Heavy Leo energy, also Scorpio, doesn't have to be. They are also marked by the Ace of Wands. It will introduce itself. Many of you feel the anticipation of a new personal passion. Very. You can anticipate it, but you can't see it. Not at this time. It's part of your star package. When I'm telling you your energy is very open in 2023, and someone who burns as bright as you do, that's what I mean. Someone is looking to meet your energy where it is in terms of very strong frequency. Passion, goals, fire, that kind of thing. I don't think you know who they are, but it will surprise you in due course. I will, of course, try to do a time check. Ace of Wands twice, They're ignited by you as much as you are with them. It's very warm, very loving energy. I have to say that this is very, very passionate. What it will look like beyond that, I don't know. I just see how it's introducing itself to you. And it is fire forward, and it's going to burn very brightly. For how long, I could not say. But I do know this. They're a hell of a lover. Which is funny because I don't have the Lover's card here. I don't think this energy has introduced itself yet. It's going to come in as a surprise. But also one that you could kind of feel was coming in. Okay? That's your intuition kicking off. I don't know how. I don't know what it's going to look like. I just know that it's going to take your breath away. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right now, you can't quite feel it because you've kind of blocked your sexual energy or otherwise at the moment. But part of you anticipates that will change. You just can't see the details. Wow. Okay, well now, honey. You better strap in for 2023. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Some of those Ace of Pentacles, please. Opportunities or new investments. That's very, 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 very strong fire. Very strong fire. Whatever this is will be very passionate. Okay. What it means in the long term, I could not say. I could not say. But the heat is very real. It's very strong. And it also likes to demonstrate its performance. Let's put it that way. It likes to demonstrate its performance. A lot. Ace of Pentacles, please. Ace of Pentacles. Show me the Ace of Pentacles, please. For Scorpio. So that's something to keep in mind if you are being love-oriented at this time. I see a great deal of passion here. I cannot tell you if this person is a season or a lifetime. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a threat. Sometimes we just need to appreciate the seasons for what they are. But I honestly don't know, and neither do you. So if you want to remain open to that kind of energy, then remain open towards it, okay? I have no idea when that's going to introduce itself, but honey, oh my. Ace of Pentacles, please. Show me the Ace of Pentacles, please. It's very generous. Extremely generous. Show me the Ace of Pentacles, please. Opportunities, investments, 2023. Opportunities, investments, 2023. Opportunities and investments in 2023. Scorpio, please. We are reaching for the stars this year, aren't we? Knight of Cups. There it is again. It is congruent. Two of Cups. Okay. Oh, yes. Death. There you are. What about it? You are either going to find yourself in a love union with somebody, or... Show me Death. Hold on, please. Show me Death. The Empress. Strength. The Moon. You will continue on in this way. That suggests you will abide by your personal star, the one you opened with at the beginning of the year, the one that you knew to anticipate, the one that you are showing me high levels of satisfaction with your goals, your dreams, your wishes. I told you it was self-love. You will continue on in that particular investment, Ace of Pentacles. This is an Ace of Pentacles that had already started to unfold in 2022, and it's going to continue to pull in the rewards and the fruition of her efforts. This was known, this was anticipated. You're going to go through a heightened sense of activity between now to January to February, and it's going to continue to lend you on this path that you have already been on. You will continue to invest in this way. This feels correct. However, you were rejecting love union, I believe, with this person. Your heart still has another in it. I told you, these things sometimes they burn very bright, and you have to know the difference, honey, in your heart between the season and a lifetime. Somebody is presenting energy to you that very much awakens you. Okay? Because many of you are in a space now where I'm not in touch with my passions, nor do I want to be. This is a conscious choice. Someone you will meet in the upcoming year, 2023, is going to reignite your sense of passion. Very much so. Very much so. But they are a season. They are not a lifetime. The purpose is to reawaken in you that sense of fire that many of you may have neglected, and that sense of ambition, drive, life goals. You are, however, telling me I will continue, Christina, as the Knight of Cups, to pursue the Ace of Pentacles for which I have already started. This will not be neglected. This will continue on as is. I am fulfilling a life path here. But you are actively, and this is you, not the other person. This is you. Unless, of course, whom you're connecting with on that kind of fire level is Scorpio. And given our passionate intensity, I can't say I'm surprised. Heavy fire sign regardless. Aries, Leo, Sag. But you're telling me, you, Scorpio, you are not looking for a new love union. I believe I saw that. I don't remember. I apologize, I don't remember. I think it was you, or it might have been Aries, who was actively, excuse me, rejecting love unions. You will not emotionally bond with this person. I don't know that they are necessarily disappointed by that. The way their energy is presenting itself most likely knew it was temporary. But it was one of those things, honey, where it's like you both know it's a summer love type energy. I feel like they know that to some extent. I told you, you're both burning very brightly. And I believe the lesson in that is that it's meant to reignite you, your sense of passions, and make you get in touch with a side that might have been neglected for a while. Okay? It does look like summer love. They know it, and I think you do too. Now, whether it happens over the summer, I could not say. I will try to do a time check. But you are actively rejecting a love union with this person because your heart still has someone else in it. And it's strong. Pisces, Leo, Taurus, Libra, maybe. Doesn't have to be about the sign, it's about the energy. You still have very much a high regard for someone else in your heart space. They are currently under the moon, and you still have very strong feelings towards them. That's under the moon too. So, speaking of the heart space, let's jump on over there. Let's see what's going on in there. Oh, honey, you have all the elements of a tragic but beautiful story in 2023. You know. This will burn very brightly. But for the Scorpio I'm looking at, it will be for a season. But if I'm being honest with you, it's something you needed. It is something that you needed. So thank it for what it was. And you will know who they are almost instantly. but also to know that you're not ready to form a love union. They were meant to reignite you and reawaken you. A part of you knows this. And in so doing, you recognize that your heart is still occupied with someone else. That's why. There's someone there in that heart of yours that you still have a very strong attachment to, a very strong bond with, and it's secret to you, it's private. They have gone into your moonscape. So this connection is teaching you, thank you, but I understand something about my heart now. I'm not ready for a love union. I will continue to pursue and show love towards my goals and love towards myself. But I'm still in love with someone else. And even if you're not in love with them, you've taken the importance of them into a secret place. Ace of Cups. Show me the Ace of Cups, please, for Scorpio in the new year. Show me that heart space, please. So this, then, movement. Don't get me wrong. You're showing me a great deal of self-love. A great deal of self-love. And this person, I think, is meant to reignite you. And I think there's a recognition, excuse that, it's a tea kettle. I think there's a recognition on both your parts that this was meant to be temporary. It's a beautiful season, I believe. But I don't see you emotionally attaching to it. I think it's meant to teach you why you've been shut away from personal love and personal passion. But yet there's a great deal of movement this year. A lot. A lot. You will continue to pursue your pre-existing investments. They seem to be doing well by you. Very much so. Show me the Ace of Cups, please. The heart space for Scorpio 2023. No, as far as I can see, they have not introduced themselves yet. They might at the turn of the year. Of course, I am seeing heavy Aquarius season, so that is late January to late February, respectively. Also, the aces, double aces, again, that suggests sooner rather than later in the new year. But it also might well take place over summer as well. It could be a couple seasons. And it will burn, honey, and it will burn beautifully while it lasts. So take that for what it is. Take that for what it is. Oh, honey. Let me tell you. One of the best experiences I ever had, I knew was short term. I knew it. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. He knew it. So did I. We both knew it was short term. He was visiting the U.S. And it was a kind of summer loving type thing. And it was beautiful. But I knew he had to go. And he knew he couldn't stay. So in that respect, you both appreciate that energy while you have it. And that it's beautiful. And that you think it for what it was and how it presented itself to you. It's hard for us to experience things like that because we are such extreme emotional loyalists. We are. But you can take that kind of energy with you too and still remain loyal to it because it still teaches you something, even if you can't have it anymore. And also it looks like you're not able to carry the heart for it, and you're very honest about it. I understand this is not a love bond, but thank you. You help me remember things or feel things that I haven't for a long time or have been pushing off or neglecting, right? Oh. But yes, and it's one of those things, honey. It is one of those things. There's no judgment. If you've ever really lived life, and I mean lived life, where you've made decisions, some that were wonderful, some that weren't, then you're not in a position to judge. You just experience them and you learn from them as best you can. Revel in that gorgeous, delicious, sexy energy while you can. If you choose. Tarot doesn't dictate action, you do. But I just wanted to let you know this does happen. Yeah, that's the whole point. This does happen. There's a reason that you're private energy. Okay? Emotional and sexual has been kind of put aside. And you are saying, I'm sorry, but no love bond. And I think they know that. All right, Ace of Cups, please. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Let's see that heart space for 2023. Heart space 2023. Heart space 2023 for Scorpio. King of Swords. Yeah. It's been a little shut down, hasn't it? Queen of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's okay. It's okay. You have a firmness in your heart that's typically not you. You also have a sense of self-care with the Queen of Pentacles. Like I said, you're showing yourself a great deal of love and self-love, self-respect. These are my boundaries. These are my rigidity. I need to put the focus and care on me. That kind of thing. That's what you've been showing me. And it's one of the reasons why you have been so successful in following your star, is that you've kind of had firm boundaries in your heart. Okay, you've had to make uncomfortable decisions as the King of Swords as it relates to your heart space. Parts of you, it's not that your heart is shut down. It's just you've had to, I believe, in the past, relative past, and then upwards into 2023, using your head over your heart, which is something typically we're not very good at. We typically decide from the heart, regardless of the input of our mind. But I'm seeing a Scorpio has had a reverse effect for a while. You have been using your mind to make decisions for your heart. But I respect it, and I hear why, and I see why. I can hear why too, because you're just telling me there's a reason, Christina. There's a reason. I understand. I do. There is a reason, and I see it. It's been a form of self-care. You have been using your mind to make decisions for your heart, and it's a form of protection, trying to keep boundaries in place, and it's been a form of self-care. You really have been making decisions from your heart that you feel has been in your best interest. You have been protective and guarded, and I can see why. There's still someone in your heart that means a lot to you. I'll see if I can get something specific. You may not want me to, because it is terribly private to you. But yeah, your heart, Hanged Man, has been suspended, and that's been a conscious choice. No love bonds. But again, the lesson in this was to kind of reawaken your energy. It needed some sort of love infusion, even if that love infusion was of the passionate variety. You can't have this level of passion and not have it come from a place of the heart. You just can't. Anyone can have a one-nighter. Anyone can have a hookup. Anyone can have a quick bang or do something stupid. For this level of intensity and passion, there had to have been inspiration behind it, not just for you, but them too. I know you both have very strong hearts, but you're not in a position to give them to each other, so you make the best of the energy while you can. Okay? So again, this kind of passionate, intense energy is not for naught. It's not for waste. It serves a purpose. You have to trust that. We have a very hard time, Scorpio does, with understanding that some things aren't always meant to last. Some things are meant to enrich us for that time, in that moment, in that space. You take it with you. It lends to your inspiration. You know. It's kind of like, I don't know if any of you are opera fans, or I'm a theater junkie. I love theater, I love musicals. And I love it. But I can't take the orchestra with me, can I? I can't take the cast of characters and the play and the stage with me, can I? No. You take that experience as it was, you feel the depths of it, and you, oh God, that was amazing. That was a beautiful piece of music. That was a beautiful play. But you can't take the damn thing with you. No. You take the impressions of it with you. And you pull from it. And it lends to you because it makes you feel a certain way. It makes you think a certain way. That's what this is. This is like going to a very majestic, limited edition, high-priced venue, opera, concert, something. And it's gorgeous. But eventually it's going to stay where it is. It does not move over with you. And a big part of you knows that. That's what this person's job was. To help you realize about your heart space and how it's been suspended, and perhaps that you have been thinking from your heart for a while, but it came from a place of self-care. In other words, it was for good reason. And it might have been that you have been like this for a while and you didn't recognize it for what it was. It was a form of self-care. That's kind of why you went rigid with your heart, cold. Okay, you might have been cutting with your heart too in the fairly recent past, and then upwards into 2023. But it was meant for a reason. It was meant for a reason. Anything else, please, in that Ace of Cups? Anything else, please? Anything else, please, for that Ace of Cups? For the new year, 2023, I am happy to see a great deal of intelligence in you, level-headedness. This is the practical thing to do. I'm being determined about my heart space. You're showing me boundaries. You're saying, don't cross my heart. Don't cross my heart. I'm not in a position. I'm not in a position. Please don't cross my heart. I will have to cut you or cut you out. Just please don't. It's a form of self-care. You're not putting your cup up for display. You're literally living through self-love. You are literally living through your best intentions, and that's one of the reasons why you got firm in your heart, is that way you could focus on you and your endeavors and your movement. So the thing is that this served you a purpose, honey. If it didn't, I wouldn't see any movement from you at all. I'd be seeing one miserable son of a bitch who wouldn't be doing anything or being happy about anything. So when I tell you this served a purpose too, it did. You had a rigid heart space for a reason. You cut things out, you cut people out for a reason. It's because I need to protect my heart. There's someone else still in here. And it hurts. And I'm not always able to address it. So I need to keep the walls around my heart a little in place at this time. It's a form of self-care, but I'm not going to be lazy with it, and I'm not going to be an asshole about it, and I'm not going to be cynic. I'm going to do something with all this energy, all this love I have inside me, and take it somewhere. It will be literally my vehicle for movement. Everything I wanted to give that person, I will now put it through me. And so you are. So do you see how one was affecting the other? I don't see you making bad choices. I'm actually seeing you process very beautiful energy in a way that made sense to you and is literally benefiting you. Okay? But I do believe your heart's trying to wake up. You have shown yourself love. You have put the best of yourself in your own goals and interests. You will connect with somebody quite strongly, but it looks like temporarily, in the future. That's going to reawaken those spaces in you, passion specifically first, and then it's going to remind you about the heart stuff. That was their job, to remind you about the heart stuff. Why you got kind of cold in your heart, or you shut things down, or you shut people out, is because, oh yeah, I still got someone taking residence in there. Okay, anything else, please? Anything else, please, about that heart space? Three of Wands, anticipation, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. You have some sort of anticipation here to start restructuring your heart in a way that's a little bit more forward instead of, okay, just please don't try to touch my heart. Please don't. And eventually, over the next year, it is going to start to open up in a kind of working system, all right? And it's tentative, it's almost shy, but it's like I've got a better grip on this now. I can start opening myself up to other people, places, and things with boundaries, okay? Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. It's looking like there's some sort of working construct that you might have with someone, possibly a friendship. I don't know, but it's going to kind of help pull you out of that sense of rigidity. I don't quite know what that is. It could be business endeavors. I don't know. But it's more like a cooperation with somebody in that respect of as it relates to your heart. So I feel like you're going to find a way to work with a couple of folks in that sense of this feels safe. I feel I can open up towards this. I know it's not mind-blowing, but you have to understand you've been protective of your heart for a while. So when that happens, I could not say, but again, it's coming from a place of self-care. I will only put into this what I feel is necessary and right. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to be overly generous. It has to be cooperative. It has to be fair. So whoever it is you're opening up to, and it might be multiple people, one specifically you are trying to open up towards and say, okay, this is going to be a good starting ground for me to kind of, you know, put into place the things I have learned about my heart space and opening up and boundaries and things like that. It's looking cooperative, but also that idea of not being overly generous. Things need to be just about right with whoever that is. But yeah, it's opening up in time and under a way that feels like it makes sense to you. Okay, so not being too much, being just right with somebody else. All right, some sort of cooperation here, or collaboration, possibly a work thing. I don't quite know. But you will, in time. Okay? When that happens, I could not say. Again, I'll try to do a time check. Show me death. Show me death, please, for Scorpio. Show me death, please, for Scorpio. Show me death. Show me Scorpio overall in 2023. You have quite the story here. Show me Scorpio in 2023. Show me Scorpio. Show me Scorpio, please. Show me Scorpio, please. 2023. Show me Scorpio, please. Two of Cups. Justice. Page of Wands. The Two of Cups that you rejected over here. Okay. Thank you for this. It did wonders for me. Hopefully I did the same for you. Okay? You rejected that union emotionally. Physically, I have every reason to believe that you connect with this person strongly. And it comes from a place of very intense passion, but also behind it, the intensity of it. Again, it's not some casual thing. It goes on for a while. Couple months, couple seasons, like I said. You will thank it for what it was. Now, you are opening up to some sort of other Two of Cups. And I mean, you have tentatively opened up towards it in a way that you feel is fair and balanced under justice. It might be Libra season. That's coming across heavily for some of you. Time will pass. This wasn't just going to happen overnight, honey. You know, this is going to be a process. But the Page of Wands, Justice, Two of Cups. Okay. You're showing me a little bit of tentativeness, but you're really trying. And it's opening up, and it feels vulnerable. It feels very, very vulnerable. But you're trying. And this time, it's a love union, a Two of Cups, that you do want to harmonize with, that you do want to open up to, because it does feel more like this. This does feel a little more correct. So when that happens, I could not say, and it's not this person. It's not. It's someone whose energy we are opening up to very small. Okay. Whereas this one you blasted open towards. And they opened up, blasted in a way towards you. And when I say that they introduced themselves in a surprising way, that's what that means. Like I said, you don't see it coming. You can kind of feel it, but you don't know what form it will take or what the person will be. So when I say surprise, that's a surprise. This, however, you're showing me shyness. You're showing me shyness, but you're trying. Because these Two of Cups actually feel like they could be emotionally balanced to you. So this is almost unabashed. And it's strong. This, your energy gets small. It shrinks. It becomes sweet, shy. You are gently unfolding to someone in the Two of Cups way. Okay, the one that you could not back here, you will over here in time. I don't know if it's this person. I do not know. I don't know. Can I get any more of that, please, on that Two of Cups or Justice? Yes, honey. The whole theme here has been, since your opening, has been love. It has been love. I'm going to live and act and speak and so forth through love. But it's for me. I need to put all that good energy into me and my goals and endeavors. And there's a reason I kind of blocked off my heart. It was a form of self-care. I have suspended all love activity for a reason. You know, I get it. Can I see more on this Two of Cups, please, and Justice? Scorpio, 2023. Two of Cups, Justice. Two of Cups, Justice. Two of Cups, Justice. The Emperor, King of Swords. Strong-willed this person is, eh? Goodness me. I'm not gonna lie to you, their energy is a little... their energy is a little tight. It's a little on the controlling side. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But somebody put the hard hat on and said, yeah, we're going to make this happen. There's a lot of determination and strong-willed in that person. Oh, Emperor, card of Aries does not have to be King of Swords. A little bit of Aquarian energy and Three of Cups. This person is determined to connect with you and kind of let's make it happen. I want to see you. And I know that. Wow. Somebody put their hard hat on and is like, oh no, we're gonna make this happen. It's almost like, how do I put that? They're like, you're scheduled in. It's on the calendar. That means it's gonna happen. Oh my. You're like, okay, you're a little bit shy with it. It's like, because it feels it could be balanced. It could be a Two of Cups thing, a real one, the one that you actually want. So you're showing me shyness. They're showing me large and in charge energy. Oh, we're going to connect. Uh-huh. And here's this, like, you're just being like, I'm just waking up, money. I'm just waking up to a heart space. Can you take it easy on me? That's it. I've been doing my own thing for a while. I've been pretty good at it too, so just take it easy on me. That's interesting. They're determined to connect with you. I've seen lots of energy here today, so I don't know who this is. I see you slowly start to connect with somebody in a way that says, okay, this feels manageable. This feels cooperative. There's boundaries here. I can open up towards this, and it looks compatible at first in terms of like friendship. So we have the starting out energy here. We have some sort of friendship, collaboration, possibly work energy. Let's work together. Let's compromise. It doesn't actually have to literally be work. It could just be compromise in that sense of I'm connecting with you, you're connecting with me. I give so much, you give so much, and it feels fair. I see you connecting with this person in the 3D. And we're kind of practicing our boundaries here. So it could very well be this, where it starts out as a kind of tangible working construct where I'm kind of learning to work with you and you might be learning to work with me. Showing boundaries, and at some point I believe that transitions into a kind of, okay, let's take it to a more personal side. We get on pretty well. We know how to work together. Cool. Let's take it to the more personal side. You're like, okay, well, you have a good point. You know, we know how to balance pretty well. We're pretty fair. I think we're pretty fair in this. Okay, let's take it to the more personal side. Let's do it. Two of Cups. And you're like, Page of Wands, though. Take it easy on me. It's been a while. and they're like, I feel like that was their plan the whole time. That's what's funny about that to me. Because this, I have to admit, this looks like a soft, safe entry. In terms of, you know, we can work out the same thing at the same time. We know how to give just right. Boundaries. We're cool. We're cool, man. We're cool. And so it kind of allowed you to like, okay, maybe Two of Cups. Yeah, this is pretty balanced. You got a good point there. This is pretty balanced. Maybe we can take it to the personal side. And they're like, yeah, that was the whole idea this whole time. So they got some info on you, whoever that person is. Like they knew to do a soft entry with you in terms of keeping it structured, keeping it boundaries. Okay? I'm not giving too much. You're not giving too much. We can cooperate, right? We can share it. We're cool. And then once it gets to a little bit more on the personal side, they're like, that was the plan. That's cheeky. That's cheeky. I like it. I do. Man, their energy jumped up really quick then. From a kind of cooperative friendship. We can be cool. Let's work on stuff. Let's compromise. Let's figure each other out. To, okay, now we're meeting officially. Oh, we're meeting officially now under cups. It's almost like a plan. So I don't know who that is, and I don't quite know who this is. I don't know, honey. Someone who has been under your moonscape for a while. Someone who kind of preoccupies your heart space. And it's just kind of a strong thing. That's kind of kept you in this position of turning down cups, but that was the whole purpose of this. It's like you needed to shake things off or shake things up on the more personal side. Okay, so all right, let's do this. This makes sense. I don't know about that. Stay optimistic about your love life, getting to know each other. Yes, right there. There's that exchange. There's that exchange. You might feel down by rejecting this, by turning down this love union. But it's again, it's like it's in recognition for what it was and the purpose it was supposed to serve, as opposed to what it could be. So that's the difference between understanding energy for what it is and not fantasizing about where it could go. It's like, okay, I understand the truth of this and it was beautiful, but it's not for me, not in the long term, but thank you. And there's no bitterness here. I believe they have a similar experience. That's fine. Yeah, you're calling in your soulmate, someone who is worth waiting for, someone who brings out your playful side. So we are calling in a soulmate. Okay, and I do see you trying to balance with somebody who is worth waiting for. Worth waiting for. I did see that Three of Wands over here, didn't I? But someone who is worth waiting for. They bring out your playful side. And they are your soulmate. Someone who is worth waiting for. Soulmate, playfulness. And they get you to open up, not take yourself so seriously. That kind of thing. Okay. Show me the Moonology, please. Anything here in the Moonology? Okay, cool. Calling in your soulmate. Worth waiting for. Someone who is worth waiting for. Someone who is worth waiting for. Understanding that this isn't for you in the long term, but that it fits you at that time and that space for where you were. Okay? Luck is on your side. New moon and Sag. Could be Sagittarius that you're connecting with here. That is heavy fire energy, but does not have to be. Luck is on your side. We are exiting Sagittarius season soon. Don't quite think that's it. It's an element of luck. Luck. New moon is on your side. I do see you as not being lucky, but just when you put the love and care and attention on yourself, it propels you forward in all your goals. The only thing that has, it's not been neglected. It's like you suspended your heart space for a reason. You did. And it was a form of self-care when you did it. And you've been rather rigid with your heart space since. It's just... what was that? Where was I going with that? So it was very advantageous the things that worked out the way that they did. You know. You will have what looks like a strong love affair. Love affairs, and you know it's temporary. And it's going to put you in that position of why you've turned down heart spaces and cups and things like that. But that's also going to put you forward into position of, okay, it's time to open up my heart space. Learn to work with it again, this time have stronger boundaries. I think you don't know exactly how you're being propelled. Just please know that It's in your best interest. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon, that's what I'm saying. Be flexible. Okay. Expect powerful change, the new moon eclipse. I'm not getting time references, just so much as to change. Luck is on your side. Be willing to be flexible. Again, understanding the difference between the short term and the long term, and that's okay. Short term is okay, so long as you know it's short term. Don't try to force it to be what it isn't. And I don't think you want to either. But yes, luck is on your side. Yes, expect powerful change in 2023, of course. This part you're already working on, I see that, and you already know it's crystal knowledge. Any references to time, please? I don't see it being next Sag season, I don't. I'm just saying that, especially if you have Sag in your chart like I do. Like I have 2 placements in Sag. It's like sometimes you are propelled forward and you may not necessarily know why. Expect powerful change. And be willing to adjust. Step out of your comfort zone. Abide by your North Node. Abide by your North Node. Whatever your North Node is, when it's time or being confronted with change, that kind of thing, it is best to adopt those characteristics and or traits that are in your North Node. If you do not know what your North Node is, you can get that done via one of those birth chart calculators. They are abundant. They are online. I highly recommend Cafe Astrology, I believe it's called. They're very, very good. For the best birth chart, you will need the exact time that you were born. Okay. But yeah, figure out what your North Node is and abide by those characteristics when confronted with change. What do you need to release? The waning moon. Yeah, I can still see that there's someone lurking around in your heart space. Who they are to you, future, if anything at all, I could not say. But what do you need to release? Critical time checks, please. Critical time checks, please. I'm very interested. I'm trying to focus on this red here. When does that energy come blasting through? Oh, my. 4 months for some of you. This energy might become blasting through around April. Aries energy possibly. Heavy fire orientation regardless. Knight of Cups, 4 of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Yes, it does seem to come barreling through. I'm not gonna lie. For some of you, about 4 months. Specifically around April. Okay. And this? 2 of Cups, Justice, possibly Libra season. Show me that, please. Show me Justice. This person also becomes part of your star in time. Star, also star, but you don't know it yet. You can't see it yet. It's conditional upon your heart space, Ace of Cups, recognizing it for what it is. So the sooner you can start generating that activity of balancing with somebody that practices boundaries, okay, in a sense of predictability, safety. In other words, I'm looking at a Scorpio who's like, I need safety. I need consistency in any sort of romantic connection, emotional connection. I need the consistency. So 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. So I need that consistency with you in order to open up more towards you. So once you start to get in that process after this, okay, that's when your Ace of Cups is going to start opening up again, and then it introduces itself to that particular star in terms of this might actually be possible. In terms of love. So it is a conditional element. It depends on your Ace of Cups. Whenever it is you start connecting with that person who says, hey, we can work together. We know how to do that. Absolutely, we can do that. Totally, we can do that. But boundaries, let's each do our part. Consistency. Okay, so you can build trust with them. That's when it happens. I'm sorry, and the only clue I have towards that is about Libra season. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I told you it's completely dependent on that Three of Pentacles. That when you start working with that person who might introduce themselves gently as a friend, we're highly compatible, we know how to work together, let's put something together, let's practice boundaries, let's practice give and take, let's not be too generous in either direction, we can produce, let's do some stuff, let's build some stuff. And that's when your heart space begins to relax, is with that person who says at first that their energy is a friend, that they know how to get along well with you. So I don't know who that is, but that's when the process begins. And then they're like, they're a little cheeky, not gonna lie. They're a little cheeky. They got their hard hat on. And when they're like, hey, we need to get together now. You want to take it to an emotional space? It was kind of like that was their plan the whole time. That was their plan the whole time. And you're like, well, okay, just be gentle. Just be gentle with my heart, because I'm just learning to open that shit back up. It's been a while. They're like, no, cool. It's cool. Let's just let, you know, I like that. It's a little cheeky. It's a little commanding. It's a little, oh no, this is on the calendar now. It's on the calendar. It's on the date now. We're a date now. We're dating now. We're going to have a date now. Like, okay. Maybe this could be good. It's kind of like that. So I don't know who that is to you, but that's when your heart space, your Ace of Cups specifically, starts to soften. But it's through this practice with whoever that represents the Three of Pentacles. Safety, boundaries, consistency. Eight of Pentacles is consistency. Consistency in the 3D. Your energies and my energies are continuously meeting. We're connecting. We're figuring things out. We're balancing well. We're compromising well. We're not giving or taking too much in either direction. So when that process begins with that friend, okay, and that's when your Ace of Cups softens again, and then it's going to move more into an emotional space. All right, that's what I got, and I do believe this is more along the lines of that soulmate energy, the one that's worth waiting for. They bring out your playful side, and there is that getting to know each other element. Yes, getting to know each other. The costumes in this one caught my attention. The costumes in this, I don't know why. Somebody likes to tease the other person. There's that kind of structured, uptight energy, but then they say something that's playful and the other person's like, come on. Come on. I don't know. Their energy looks so stiff and formal on the outside, but they're also communicate with you, I believe, in a way that's they get you to laugh despite yourself or in spite of yourself. I'm like, get out of here. Stop it. Shut up. Something like that. It kind of comes across that way. They kind of know that about you. That's that playfulness. They get you to laugh in a certain way where you're like, shut up. Get out of here. Something like that. Anyway, that came across. All right. That's more than enough. I think we can wrap this up. It's looking like 2023 is going to be a hell of a year, honey. Going to be a hell of a year. If you choose to accept this, just take it for what it is, because it looks beautiful. It does look beautiful, you know. It's meant to influence you. It's meant to make you feel. It's meant to make you think. Okay. And that's all right. The whole point of things like these, temporary as they might be or long-term, is that they're meant to teach us things. And it does teach you something. It teaches you about your heart space. Why you suspended it to begin with. Why you got rigid with it. Maybe even cold. It was so you could take time out and put the focus on you. Self-care. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Okay. And it did its job. But it was also time to kind of wake up. Okay. All right. Forgiveness. There's a part of you, forgiveness. There's a part in here, something about practicing forgiveness. I'm not quite sure about that. Get more information. The situation will improve. There's a part in here about forgiveness. I can't quite see it. It has to relate to healing, no doubt, in your heart space. It could be the one that you kind of keep secret. It's kind of the one that you might keep under the moon. Something to do about practicing forgiveness. Wishing you knew more but didn't. Somebody wishing they knew more but didn't. And there's the element of forgiveness here. And the situation will improve. Okay, it will improve. So I don't quite know who that is. Like I said, I can't tell. I honestly cannot tell, and I would tell you if I could, or would, if these are related. Whether or not that person who you kind of hold a very strong heart space for under the moon, I can't tell if this is them and you learn to rework with them again, and in which case this would make sense. About the forgiveness element, getting more information, the situation will improve in terms of that restructuring and learn to cooperate, but in a way that's predictable and makes sense to the both of you. And taking action, yes, let go. Take action to let go. That's part of the forgiveness, honey. Take action towards to let go. So I don't quite know what went on here, but you are learning to let go of that which does not matter, or the things that you understand don't help you move forward. Okay, because that's been your interest this whole time, is to move forward, but to do so in love. So I don't quite know what this forgiveness element is. It does seem like there's some information here that we are missing, and that's just something that you need to let go of, or somebody else does. Again, it's kind of like take that for what it was and not what it wasn't. Yes, you're ready. Meditation and answers. You are more ready and prepared than you probably know. This side of the board you expected. Other parts you very much did not. But you have to trust that over here you'll be ready to open up towards love, receptivity, and time. But it's through a careful restructuring or structuring with somebody who kind of pulls you out in that way. And we see steadiness, we see consistency, and we see equal sharing, okay? Meditation, continue to meditate and ask your angels for answers. Yeah, I can see that there might be some unfinished business here between you and somebody, sure. Just please know that that's why I kind of raised an eyebrow between this and this. It made me wonder if that's what the situation is improving. Okay, possibly. Don't quite know. Regardless, learn to forgive yourself, okay? And if there has been things that have been left hanging or unanswered, yeah, forgive that too. If, for many of you, if you had answers to a situation, you would have had them by now, you know? And that's something you have to be willing to let go of. Sometimes you have to operate from a principle of what can we work with that's healthy and tangible and good, as opposed to this is what went wrong and why. But I don't quite know. It's kind of like Scorpio's feeling like there's some things I just don't know and I never will about a situation or a person, and I need to let that go. And I think you've been trying to practice self-love since. Okay? Again, taking the focus and attention off someone else and just putting it back into you 100%. And trying to forgive yourself along the way. Okay, I've done time checks. Anything else in here, please? I think that about covers it. I say that. Was there something in here, please? Advice? Advice to Scorpio? Advice to Scorpio, please? Advice to Scorpio, please? Advice to Scorpio, please? How would you advise Scorpio? The Fool. Page of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. I know it may not seem like it now. And it might seem the impossible task. It might seem like Christina that just cut. No, you saw my heart. You saw my heart. You saw my heart. I can't. I know it seems the impossible task now, but later on in the year, believe it or not, you will be opening up towards love. And you know, this is beautiful. It's beautiful. The energy is beautiful, and it's very sensual, and it's very giving. Okay. It is very generous lovers type energy, but it's based in passion, not the bond. Know the difference. If it was a bond, I'd tell you. And you even recognize it too, that it's not a bond. So thank it for what it was and what it taught you. But in time, you will open up to love once more. That's that little guy right there, right over here. Right there, but it's like under one condition. So long as the love is fair and mutual, I know it and you know it, then okay. Just a little bit. We'll start there. Let's just start there. And they're like, cool. That's what the direction I was headed in. A little cheeky, but also strong-willed. So that's where it begins. In time. Over here. With whoever that person is. I'm telling you, it's so confusing. That's what I'm saying. This is when you started your self-love journey right there. Is when you were trying to get pain out of your heart and heal. And then it's when you put all the love into yourself, really. And that's when you really started to thrive. So again, when I say you kind of closed off your heart and you suspended it, you got a little edgy in there, it was a form of self-care. Queen of Pentacles is what you had to do. You needed to show that generosity of love to yourself instead of someone else. That kind of thing. Okay? It's what you needed to learn. It's, for some reason, some Scorpio somewhere, it's the thing that you needed to learn. Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, you'll be opening up to a proper love journey in time. Okay? You have to trust that. Okay. That's about it. Temperance, healing, the anxiousness of your mind about the world closing. So you are closing out the world with the insistence of healing an anxious mind. The pain that you have taken into your mind about love and situations that you had no control over. And that's coming to a close relatively soon. And this is what's really going to start and prompt your self-care cycle if you haven't already. Okay, that's enough. Okay, Scorpio honey, you put in the comments as you see fit. Like I said, well, I mean, I'm just saying, 2023 is going to be a hell of a year. Full of promise, romance, sex. But not just any kind of sex, honey. No, sorry, gotta say, and again, you have choice. Tarot doesn't dictate action, you do. I just know it's here and it presents itself strongly. But it's not the kind where the love union is formed. This, however, is building. It's careful. It almost looks, I dare say, like somebody's plan. Not yours. That was my plan. I don't know how to explain it, but finding a way to work with you, to get you to open up, you to practice give and take principles, boundaries, friendship, cooperation, and it allows you to open up your heart safely, where you feel secure and like, okay, this is safe. It's safe. And it's through that sense of repetition, safety, and consistency of safely exploring, you opening your Ace of Cups back up. That's like somebody introduces the idea. So, want to go on a date? It's kind of like that. I mean, it's not that blunt, but it was kind of like this person's idea or plan the whole time. Again, a little cheeky. I don't see that happening till later in the year. But again, I don't know. Timelines being what they are. I just know that 2023, honey, is already shaping up into a hell of a thing for you already. So let's just take that as it is. Scorpio, honey, I hope you are well. Do take care. Be well.